So what are we looking at right now, Doctor?
I'm not sure what we're looking at, so I'm gonna move around and see where I am on the screen. I don't think that looks like muscle tissue.
I think it was.
I'm gonna zoom back in. Okay, I'm looking to see if it's striated or if not.
So
I'm not seeing any striations. Let me zoom out one more time and see what this whole thing looks like, because it can tell us a little bit about what that was.
Oh, you just want to know like if it's an intestine or...
Right, if it's an intestine or something like that. So I'm going to zoom in. And I'm also looking for like whether it's transverse section or whether it's longitudinal section.
It should say on the slide. That would make it easier.
That would make easier, but oftentimes they don't say it, particularly these type of slides.
It looks like...
How does it look?
Transverse, because I don't see a...
I would agree.
Not a basement membrane, like a connective tissue.
Yeah, I would agree that it's transverse. Let's move on to one of the other ones first and come back to this guy.
Okay.
So here's one that should look familiar.
That looks like...
What does it look like?
Well, are there nuclei? I can't really tell. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's a little bit of nuclei. And that looks like it is stratified cuboidal. There's cubes.
It could. We'll look in there. So right now, you know that it's epithelial because there's an opening somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So there's a digestive tract. There's an opening. It has to be covered with epithelium. So let's look in there first. The scope is way out of focus with the camera. Okay.
I notice you have to toy with it every time you switch lenses.
Yeah. Okay. So this is epithelial tissue in here, next to that opening. I'm gonna move up one more lens and let it think for a second. Okay. There, that's nice. So see what shape are those cells?
Not cuboidal, was the one.
Yeah, what's the other one?
The long one.
The long one. What are they called?
Drawing a blank. Cuboidals.
Long, tall.
The word rectangular is coming to my head, but that's not true. Columnar.
Columnar, yeah. So these are columnar. Are they simple or stratified?
They are stratified because there's no. Since it's a top-down view. No, it's not.
I know they do look stratified. They're probably mostly simple, but it is hard. It does look like there's pseudo-stratified or something going on. It could be.
Okay.
These right here look simple to me. These do look stratified. I'm not going to give you one that's really difficult to tell. What are the big white circles right there?
Goblet cells.
Goblet cells. And what are they full of?
Snot.
Snot. Okay. And what is this stuff inside the epithelial tissue?
That's the connective
tissue, right? So epithelial tissue is always on top of connective tissue.
Okay.
Right. So anyway, we're supposed to be looking at muscle.
Yeah.
So what muscle is in the GI tract?
Smooth, unresponsive, you can't control it.
Smooth muscle, and it's going to be involuntary.
Involuntary, right? That's the word.
So if we just look to the periphery, to the outside of where all our epithelium was, so these are the layers of the digestive tract. This is mucosal, which is epithelium and connective. This is submucosal connective, and this is the muscularis. That's all smooth muscle.
Okay.
So hold on, if we can zoom into that.
I thought, I thought smooth muscle had like lots and lots of nuclei.
It does, but they're teeny tiny, and they're in there.
Oh, we're pretty zoomed in.
Yeah. It's not a great picture, but yeah, this is where...
Oh, yeah, I see them. Like all over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look at that smooth muscle. And some of these slides aren't the best.
I mean, I'm grateful for them. It
Oh, yeah.
makes it a lot easier.
Okay, what is that?
That. There's a lot of nuclei. It's. Well, I know it's involuntary because it is the digestive system.
Yeah, but this slide has all three muscles
Oh,
on
it does?
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you switched it?
No, so it's called a muscle types section. So it's got
Oh.
3 pieces. Yeah, I already switched it to the next one. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it's. I don't want to say simple. Is it?
There's no simple or stratified in muscle. It's
Oh, I
just-
mean, it's not. Sorry, skeletal. Well,
is
what
skeletal.
makes things able to contract? What makes them voluntary? Is it the
Oh,
muscles?
just yeah. No, it's not the muscle
it the
itself. It's just
nuclei?
what controls them. So both smooth muscle and skeletal muscle are controlled by the nervous system, but they're controlled by the somatic controls skeletal muscle,
Okay.
and that's voluntary. So it really has nothing to do with the muscle types themselves.
Okay.
Just who's in charge of them. But you can kind of see a little striations in here. See that little striation right
Yeah.
there? Okay, so that's definitely tells us that it's not smooth muscle. And they're big, long cells, and they have lots of these purple dots, which are the nuclei. So that's going to tell us it's going to be a skeletal muscle.
And what do I look for cardiac muscle?
Let's look for
Oh, is that
cardiac.
in there too?
Yeah,
That'd be-
all 3 of them should be on here. Now, some of these are not the best slides, so it's not always great. That's probably that one we started on. It's going to be cardiac. So most of it.
So elongated, smooth. The one we just saw skeletal, and then
Let me grab you
just-
another,
Yeah.
another slide.